Hello everyone, welcome to your relationship reading for November 2025. Sagittarius, you're the first ones up, so there might be a little bit of learning for me to see how the angels and your soul energies actually want this reading to happen this month. You can see I have two decks here. It feels like a check-in with you and your relationships in all senses, in all definitions, not just with people, but with anything and with ourselves. And then this deck, for some reason, I feel like it's a them. You know, however you want to fill in that definition. It could be a singular person, it could be a group, it could be a company. But it relates to your relationship center here. So we're going to have like a them, but we're going to check in with you, and we'll probably use some charms, but it feels like we're going to be card specific here. If you don't like to hang out with me while we get cards and charms and you just want to go straight to the messages, feel free. Timestamps below, that's why I was pointing. I don't know why I'm kind of going in and out of thought here with you. And like I'm pausing, so I am giving more thought into the words I want to use. So maybe you're being very cautious or more cautious, more aware, right? You're trying to make sure you approach something differently maybe this time around. Again, I'm kind of pausing and choosing my next words during my sentence. Also, I'm just going to do this for all readings. Try to do my nails. And just like the last, I guess, week and definitely the weekend, some were perfectly fine and then a total mess up. So well, just go with it. Hopefully it's not too distracting for you. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and jump in here. We're going to see what your messages are for the month regarding all of your relationship centers. Also, I wonder if you're the first sign up, because we are in your birthday season. So a little happy birthday there, I guess, from your soul energies and the angels for placing you first. First for this group of monthly readings, and also this group of signs. I usually am encouraged to do 3-4 signs together that tend to have some kind of common thread, commonality. Interesting, they want me to stop there and make the mentioned rocket ship. So maybe something's blasting off for you here. One of your relationship centers are moving forward, taking off, right? Accelerating. So 3 cards it is. And rocket ship. Okay, now we'll do them, whatever them is for you. Again, that definition is however you're feeling it. Like I said, it could be a singular person, could be a group, can be an organization. I guess we'll see here. That card felt really stiff, really rigid, really solid. Maybe that's their personality, or maybe that's how the situation feels. Like unforgiving, right? If it's stiff and rigid, it has no bend, no flexibility. And making me stack these, interesting. Okay. And now we'll see if they want to add any cards. Discarding right away. So I guess they already know which ones they want to select and for what card. We're going to start down here. Oh, a little bit of shaky movement here as they pull. Yeah, they're throwing that one away. Okay, they wanted the dragonfly. Now the dragonfly is all about flexibility, adaptability, you know, changing when the wind direction changes, right? Oh, okay. So just the dragonfly. That's okay. There's no right or wrong. Okay, so dragonfly with this card. I'm just moving it off just because charm's a little bit easier. And they're off. Okay. Sagittarius, relationships, check in. November 2025. Birthday season. So those of you joining us at the message time here, I was mentioning how the you section, where we're going to talk about your relationships, your connections, or whatever, maybe a singular one they're choosing here, but I got rocket ship as the cards were coming down. So I was talking about something blasting off, accelerating, moving forward, right, with great speed, dedicated purpose, focus. Now the dragonfly is associated with this bottom card here, but I am going to start with your top card. Let's see what you're going full throttle here, right? As I say, pedal to the metal, gas pedal down. Your foot is off the brake. So they're pulling me into this little birdie here, on just outside the window, kind of watching, sitting on that beautiful kind of cup, right? A gift to give, to add to the abundance here. And there's these little pokes of love. So for some of you, you definitely have caught someone's eye here, or you're catching attention. It doesn't have to be singular. It could just be you're being noticed. You've got attention, you're being noticed. And I feel like instead of this birdie being like a news carrier, a messenger to you, I do feel like there's conversation happening behind you, but it's all positive, right? It's all good intentioned. With the pink here and the sort of the new beginnings, the new sprouts here of the wealth tree. So whoever this is has very good intentions, and they're sitting here on the cup, right? They have a cup to provide you. So this is a decision maker, someone with power and authority, someone who can bring forward an offering like this. But you're just doing your thing, and they're kind of watching you, but they really like what you're doing here, right? They're observing. There we go. They're observing. They're seeing your craft, your talents. Look what you're producing. That's all very unique. So you're kind of sparkling and shining, and that's why you've caught their attention. So possibly an incoming offer, and maybe that's it's at the front here of the ship. So someone, this key person, this key connection, it's going to pull you forward here. Ooh, pulling you forward to the Ten of Cups. No wonder I started at the top. Okay. Well, I mean, lifestyle changes, right? When you hit the Ten of Cups here. So wherever they're pulling you, I can see sort of that next set of dreams, right? Those next set of milestones that you want to achieve, walking forward to you, right? They're being brought forward to you. Here's the next opportunity, the next magical moment that you've been wanting to do. Now, I like how they're representing here, how our loved ones on the other side, right? Our souls meet and greet incoming souls. So there's a message here for some of you that's still in the cards. They're already greeting them on the other side here, preparing them, whispering in their ear. Here's the family you're about to join. So again, there's like conversation here you're not part of, but it's good favor. Maybe some of you are feeling like people are gossiping, talking about you, but it's all positive things. I mean, even if they are gossiping, they're gossiping about how great you are, how different you are, how unique you are, the different energy you bring. You have a very positive, kind of happy, calm demeanor here, right? You're just focused on what you're doing and doing it well. And then they chose the dragonfly charm. So this is all about staying flexible, adaptable at this time, you know, you're able to adjust quickly and comfortably. You know, it doesn't aggravate you or frustrate you. You're able to dip and dive as you need. Another great example, of course, is our helicopters, using their blades to, you know, drop, shift, pull up, right? They can float, they can hover. So very similar to the dragonfly. So you've got this beautiful nimbleness, and it's serving you very well at this time as you navigate these relationships. Well, even your relationship with environments too, not just relationships. Okay. So Knight of Cups. Okay, so here's your messenger. So no wonder I didn't think that little bird was your messenger, because you're about to receive the eagle here. This is big news. This is announcement. This is milestone moment. Here you're holding the cup, right? The Knight of Cups. And your feet are firmly planted. So you're headed to some pretty firm stability here. I mean, look at the water just flowing into you. You've got all this beautiful field of prosperity at your back, right? Good fortune. So there's definitely a pretty big leveling up here in one of your areas, or in all areas, but one in particular is really going to drive it forward. So this could be your relationship with your career and your work environment, and you're adapting better, or just overall, right? Your relationship with life, all aspects of life. You've clearly calmed down a bit and realized that things happen sequential, sometimes quickly behind one another, so it feels like together. But you realize, like, in due time, it will be gifted to me, right? It will be brought into my path. So your relationship with self and your awareness and your knowledge. And then we have this like big milestone moment that happens to you because you're able to kind of weather the storm, and now you're sitting on the shore here just watching the waves crash into you. So, you know, really great positive work here that you've done, Sagittarius, and how you're approaching. Most of it's how you're approaching right now. You have this peaceful, zen, happy, confident, self-assured. I'm fully aware of who I am. You know, your wisdom center is all pretty alight right now, on fire. So no wonder you're accelerating forward, right? Your life is blasting off here. So maybe there's a beautiful kind of 2026 coming up. So I wonder what those readings are going to be like the next 3 months, and then December and Jan. Okay, so we're going to transition to this them that comes to mind for you. So let's see, who is them? And what is going on? Okay, well, whoever it is, you've kicked them to the curb, and more than one, but you're definitely kind of moving past or moving forward from this final, either individual or group, right? We have the group here, so you're kind of moving the last person out of your way as you move up, right? As you accelerate. Nothing stopping you. You're wearing your green dress of wealth, prosperity, abundance. So if anything, just be rest assured that you're moving on forward here. You've definitely made the confident decision to not be part of the group, right? You decided to not join the zombies, and you're not going to let this individual pull you back or make you part of them. So let's see here, because they're pairing it with 3 cards. So, I mean, I don't feel any concern here. There's your wisdom here, the orange wall. This is all creativity, solution-oriented, inspired, motivated. So I think we'll just follow. We'll see how they've layered the cards here on top of each other. Okay, look at you breaking free. Look at you rising, right? Not only do you go up the stairs, you go to the other side of the world, right? You blasted through the ceiling, kept going, and here you are coming out into another world here. And look what you're wearing. Again, more good fortune, more good favor in your direction. I'm pausing because I don't know who, maybe legal dealings, right? Sometimes we have court appearances or filing for things where we're kind of competing against other bidders or other applications. But there's like, you're successful, right? You're awarded the win, you're selected, you're the victor, right? Victory kind of pose here. That's the left hand too, so that's receiving. So yeah, you're receiving the good favor in your favor. Look how happy you are. Look how happy you are. Satisfied as well, right? Your emotions are satisfied. You're happy. She's releasing the anguish, the hate, the envy, the sadness, the hunger, the fear. And you're filling yourself up here with love. Look how much love's coming in. You focused on what serves my needs, right? What fulfills me, and that's pouring in on you. Everything else is kind of floating up and away here. So you know what you're doing. This also tells me like they can't affect you. If you're hearing words, if just their presence, if they're trying to be where you are, like it doesn't affect you. You're probably because you're in this space. Now, in terms of this individual, I think this is the card that came out really solid, really hard, because they seem very pleased with themselves, but I don't think they realize, right? The eyes are closed, so I don't think they see truly what's happening or their impact, because, if I go to them, they're spreading anguish, they're spreading hate and envy and fear and hunger and sadness. And they feel satisfied, and that's what they love to do. So a bit of a, someone who likes to stir the pot, maybe. And they're inflexible, where you're flexible, right? Because their card was very strict, very rigid. So again, a person, or maybe an environment, right? Maybe rules. Rules are very strict and rigid, and they pride themselves on it. We're the best school because, we're the best company because, but their staff isn't very happy. Okay. Now look how they're all looking at you. So I feel like this is the them, whatever you defined as them. They're that happy. I'm pleased with myself. I made my train set. It's I'm controlling it, right? It's going around in a circle, and I get to knock it off the track with the ball whenever I want to. You get that kind of feeling here, but everyone's not even paying attention to them. They're all looking at you. So, don't sweat this person, right? Maybe that's why the first card is you knocking them down the stairs, because they're not going to block you in any kind of way. Their energy's not affecting you. Other people can see that. There's that happy gossip, right? There's that happy chatter. That's the positive whispers. And they're kind of oblivious to it, right? Playing in their own little world here. I have some good confidence here with you, Sagittarians, regarding with obviously how you're navigating your relationships, all very positive. You know exactly what you do, what you need and what you want to do, and how you act, respond to the person you are. You're showing your unique talents, you're allowing yourself to shine, you're being seen, and whoever or whatever you think is in your way is not in your way. So the them, in this case, doesn't qualify, just Don't sweat it. Do your best not to think about it, but they're definitely not in your way. No impact to you. Everything's in your favor. Everything's in your favor. Everyone's looking and supporting you. So, positive message. We'll check in next month and we'll see how your relationships continue to excel and blast off.